and now Denny Hamlin's caught him, and Brad Keselowski's right there. Jamie, what are they saying about Denny Hamlin's car?
Well, you know, he's just here going for the win. Oh, and you see him get tapped by the 88, guys. And he's spinning sideways into the wall, guys.
Oh, and that looks just like the video yesterday that we saw when Matt DiBenedetto. But DiBenedetto did it on his own.
Come on around, we'll look at it.
Yeah, it was just slight contact right there, but it was definitely contact between Keselowski and Hamlin. Mainly from Keselowski.
So our fourth caution of the day here with about 10 laps remaining sends the 20 car scampering to the garage area.
Makes you wonder why Denny Hamlin doesn't like this track.
Man, he just can't seem to have any luck at it.
Yeah, it's been a tough track for him.
So another tough break. Remember, Denny was looking so good back at Richmond. Had that one moment where he got sideways, made the save, but ended up getting past and ended up losing the race.
Hey, that's going to change this race complexion quite a bit up front on this restart, too. We see right there, Brad had a run on the inside, but
it's definitely Keselowski's fault. I mean, he just ran over the back of him.
Yeah, had to know that he was coming back down.
Give you a different perspective from high above. So as we continue under this fourth caution, we'll reset the scene as we're going to go back for the shootout here.
We're just getting closer.
Now for Brad Keselowski, who came home third today, it was an eventful late race deal with Denny Hamlin. Take another look.
Yeah, you can definitely see contact to the back bumper of Denny Hamlin. Ruins Denny's day.
Hello, come on. Hello, come on.
Now, what happened after the race was right down on pit road. You can see Denny right there at the top right of your screen. He came out and wanted to have a discussion. And we'll have more on all of this when we come back here to the Dover International Speedway. Stay with us. Before the break, we showed you the altercation between Brad Keselowski's team and the 20 of Denny Hamlin. This is one of the reasons why, guys. This is May of last year.
Yeah, it's not the first time these two drivers have been together on the racetrack. And right here, another little fisticuff broke out at Charlotte after that.
Now, late in this race, this is what happened as the laps were closing down. The contact, Denny ends up into the wall.
Yeah, Brad thought he had a run and enough room on the inside, but Denny was just driving his car back to as they were trying to go around the lap car. And then after the race, Denny Hamlin just comes to pit road.
Just a few moments ago, and now let's check in with Jamie Little.
Well, a little reminiscing there, Brad, and you watched it too. So first of all, I want to know what happened between you guys on the track, and was it your fault or his fault, and then what happened afterwards?
Well, I got to congratulate Clint first. Great guy, deserves to win. Happy to see him in victory lane, so congratulations to him. But we had a great go at Comp Chevrolet. I made mistakes early in the race, got us behind, and the car was just good enough to drive back up there. And we got up behind Denny. I think it was maybe 10 to go, or 25 to go. I just couldn't get by him. He had a good car as well, and just had an opportunity. He left a hole to pass him, and you know, at this level, it's different than other levels because we have spotters, and I know for sure, my guys already told me that his spotter told me I was down there, and he just tried to take advantage of me. And you know, I'm not going to be pushed around. So I tried to take advantage of me, and I had to make a decision of whether to let him or not. And you know, the rest is history. But you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. You know, the same thing could have happened when he tried to get by me, but I gave him the spot and knew he was there, and he just didn't extend the same courtesy.
Did that surprise you, seeing him and his posse kind of down there and talking to you guys?
I don't know. I don't really put too much into that, but you know, I can understand being upset. His team works hard on the race cars just like mine, and I don't like to see anybody's race car get tore up like his did. You know, that's a tough weekend for his team, but you know, it's he had a choice. He could have gave me a lane and finished 4th or 5th or whatever it was, but he tried to take advantage of me. You know, he had the choice, and he knew I was there.
That was the incident. Let's talk about what you did today, though. You had an incident on pit road, as you mentioned. You missed pit road. Then you guys had a speeding penalty, went a lap down, and you still fought back. If you had a couple more laps, did you have a good enough car to get this win?
Yeah, I think about 20 laps or so, I could have caught up to Clint and gave him a run for the money. I don't know if I could have got by him. I needed about, you know, 2 or 3 more laps to get by Mike, who's, you know, great run for him. I'm happy for Mike. He's a good friend of mine. And so we had a strong enough car just didn't have enough laps to get up there and show what we had with Clint. But he deserves a win too. So
Nice job today, Brad. Brad Keselowski comes home third. And let's go over to Vince Welch, who's with Denny Hamlin.
Well, let's get the other side of the story there with Denny now, and your reaction to what happened out there on the racetrack.
Hey, it's more a reaction to him. I was just sitting in the motorhome when y'all came up listening to that idiot talk. He has no idea how to race. He thinks he's in there if he drives in 20 car lengths deeper to get his nose in there. He's not. He never had position on me whatsoever. He had just got to me, so he never even made an attempt to pass us clean. But, you know, that's why, you know, he'll get a ride and he'll hang around for a couple of years and people will realize that he's not really that good.
Were you getting communication on the radio from your spotter that he was there?
Yeah, they said he was looking inside, and of course I had position. I was trying to get to the 18, and he just drove in there extremely hard just to get his nose in there. But you know, he just took the first opportunity that he had to get to us, and just showed no patience. But you know, that's Brad.
What were you going to say if you would have gotten to him once you got to out of the car on pit lane, or when you got to him there on pit lane? What did you say?
Well, I wanted to talk to him, and, you know, he obviously needs some kind of guidance on, you know, what he needs to do to make it. And he's got a ton of talent. You know, I'm not going to take that away from him. He's a good driver, and if he can harness it, he'll win a lot more races. But, you know, he just, at the Cup level, he'll realize it, you know, and a lot of it is he doesn't have a lot of Cup experience, which that's okay. He's getting there. But once he starts to get out there on Sunday and see how to race, he'll realize that in his younger years, he didn't do it the right way.
Appreciate you coming out in the rain.
Yep.
Denny Hamlin. Thanks, Denny. Guys?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be having a beer together tonight chatting about this, and it'll be interesting if they do sit down and talk about it somewhere down the road. Let's get your guys' take on this. I mean, as a driver, you've been there on both sides of this coin, Dale Jarrett.
Yeah, and there's always two sides to every story, and it looks different. And I promise you, it looked different from Brad Keselowski's seat inside the race car than what we're seeing here. Because, quite honestly, if you had to look at just the TV, you had said that Brad Keselowski was in the wrong there. He just drove into Denny Hamlin. And that's probably is exactly what it was. But when you're in the car, you think that you've got a little bit of an opening, and you try to take advantage of that situation.